Hello everyone, welcome to JCE Connect. So in this class we'll study regarding different classifications of construction equipment. So in the previous class we were discussed regarding the different construction equipment and the classification of construction equipment depends upon the type of work and now, the construction machineries or equipment which are broadly classified depends upon the applications of the work such as earth excavating equipment, hoisting equipment, conveying equipment, drilling equipments, pumping equipments, and then followed by compacting equipments and then pile or drive equipments. Okay, so in the previous class we were discussed just briefly about this, and now we'll study in depth. So now coming to the part, the first classifications, that is earth excavating and transporting equipment. So in this you can see the different equipment such as bulldozers, scrapers, power shovel, hoe, and then dragline, that last clamshell. So these are the earth excavating equipment, so especially used in road constructions where the leveling of earth surface is going to be takes place. So now bulldozers. So especially this bulldozer is considered to be a versatile earth moving equipment for many construction projects. So you can see the different construction projects such as construction of building, construction of road, construction of bridge. So many types of works will be there. So in all the aspects, if you want to do the excavation process where exactly you need to construct a particular building or structure. So that time the leveling of earth surface is most important task. So to level that earth surface we require many equipments to level those surfaces as per the requirement, right? So that time this bulldozer which will help in most of the aspects just to move the earth from one surfaces to other surface. So moving of earth is nothing but moving of that earth soil, I mean that topsoil whatever it will be there. So just to for the required level surfaces it can move from one place to another surface. Okay, and it may be used for clearing the site and moving earth for short haul distance of about 100 meter. So it's nothing but what, if anything the other unwanted materials are there in that side, so just to remove those stuffs also we can use these bulldozers so that we can clear that particular site and then we can use that one for our required purpose. Okay, and this particular bulldozers it can move for short haul distance. So short haul distance in the sense that travel distance from starting point to end point. I mean whatever this, you can see the further part here, so that resultant cutting force will be there, no, I mean that whatever the earth moving part will be there, so it can travel from zero distance to 100-meter distance. Okay, and even it can be used in other aspects also. It's not only moves earth from one place to another place, I mean it's not only moves the soil from one place to other place, and even it can use for other aspects such as leveling and clearing the sites also. Right? And bulldozers it can excavate even relatively stiff earth and some types of soft rock. So here bulldozers not only it's clear the sites, not only it's level the sites, in some cases even it can dig also, I mean where the relatively stiff earth will be there, so in that case also it can be used. And in some types of soft rock, so soft rock in the sense for a shorter pressure so it can easily break up, so in such cases this bulldozers even it can cut that soft rock surfaces and it can level the particular surface. Here you can see the schematic diagram of this bulldozer. And moving on to the next part, so this is how exactly the bulldozers will looks like. And now moving on to the next part, that is scraper. So before this just we'll watch a video that how exactly the bulldozers will works. Here you can see this how exactly the bulldozers will move the earth from one surfaces to the other surface. So this is purely related the construction of road work So here, as per the required gradient, so it is leveling that earth surfaces. Right? And the capacity of this will be, I mean, it can move from 0 distance to 100-meter distance. So that up to that much distance it can carry that earth. Later it will get spread so that they have given a minimum distance. Okay? So this is how the bulldozers will work. So you can just imagine this. So to dig this particular earth surface, if we have used the manual part, for example, here you can see this, whatever the portion you can, so whatever the portions you can see here, so this particular portions if you want to dig it by using the manual force, right? So this particular portion if you want to dig that one by using the labors, so that time it which takes a longer time. So in the mean distance time, I mean in the meantime, so by using this equipment they have cleaned up with the required part. Okay. So here also you can see that how exactly the equipments used for these bulldozers will work in the picture. So it can carry huge amount of earth so that it can transfer from one place to another place. You can see how exactly it can shift the earth from one place to another place. So by using the labor or other techniques, whatever we have used, so it won't be economical with respect to cost as well as the duration. And here you can see this is a special type of equipment. So it's not dozers, but here usually this is also a part of earth excavating equipment. So in the shorter period of time, how exactly it is going to dig that part. So we'll see that. It's most interesting video. Right? Here you can see this. So during in the construction of tunnel, during in the construction of drainage system or canals, so this type of equipments can be much useful. So if earth soil is relatively very loosened, then this type of equipments will be much useful. You can see here, so as per the specified depth as well as the width of the excavating part, so it is about 250. And here work as well as the quality of the work also will be achieved. See here, the exact depth, width, and the exact width it can dig, and the excess of whatever the excavated soil is there, so it can place at the regular depth. Right? So this is a modern equipment. It is also a special type of equipment. This is a special type of blades. By using this, easily it can dig that earth surfaces in a shorter period of time. And if the manual labors and all are there, so it will take longer durations to do this all work. These all are special type of equipments. These are moving equipments. Right, so here also you can see this. The pipeline works and all. You need to put the pipelines between the earth surfaces. So that time these types of equipment will be used just to place the pipelines that excavated. So this is one more clip that shows the movement of each of the member has one wheel. But here we need to study that which type of bulldozer it is with respect to a movement. So here it is classified as wheel mounted as well as the crawler mounted. So here whatever you can see, this moving part, so which is traveler mounted. So instead of this, if it is there with the tire, that is wheel mounted. Okay, so that is the main difference between the movement of this equipment. So one is with the traveler mounted. So this is the metal plate. By using the metal plate, it can travel from one place to other place. So these types we can call it as crawler mounted, and instead of this which is there with the wheels, and then that type we can call it as wheel mounted. Okay, so there are several advantages are there with respect to the movement of this, so we will be discussing those things. Okay, right, so it can travel from one distance to the other distance by taking earth soil, and by using this crawler mounted it can move at any place. It won't get stuck with the mud areas and all. If it is there with the tire mounted or else wheel mounted, it can move at any place. Even in the hilly areas also this crawler mounted can move. So this video clip it shows that the failure of the equipment, that is because of the preliminary investigation about the site as well as the capacity of the work as well as the equipment. So here we need to decide whether usage of the equipment is suitable for that particular location or not, or that particular work or not. So that one we need to fix it before using the equipments in the particular construction work. Okay, so here you can see this. So while working on the particular road work, suddenly it got slips, or just because of the loose soil on the surface of on the beds of this equipment, that leads in the accident of the equipment. That time, which is very difficult to lift it back, again we need to build the whole capacity of the cranes and all. Yes, we need to lift it back. Here we need to care a lot about the usage of the equipment, and it is not much preferable in all the locations. So in the cases where we can use the equipment, so that time it will be much useful. This is one more part. So here also you can see the extent of the equipment in the failure of the equipment here. So again, if failure of equipment, that means the high cost as well as operations and even the maintenance of the equipment that will become plan carefully while looking at these flexible construction projects, so that should not causes any losses. And moving on to the next type of the earth excavating or earth moving equipment, that is scraper. So here scraper is considered one of the useful earth moving equipment, as it is self operating and can dig earth up to a shallow depth. So here this particular scraper, it's not only moves the earth from one place to other place, or we can, in other words we can say it as, it not only transfer the earth soil from one place to other place, so even it can dig that particular earth into a specified depth. Okay, so up to a shallow depth, in the sense we can use these particular equipments even for digging purpose. So it can have dual advantage. It can move the earth surface from one place to other place, and even it can dig the earth surfaces or soil surfaces up to a certain depth. Okay, and the main advantage of this scraper is the depth of the excavation of the earth and the thickness of the spreading the excavated earth at the desired stretch can be controlled easily. So here, so the main advantage of this scraper is, so as per the excavated material, so how much we are going to excavate that one. So after excavating that particular earth, easily we can spread that one to the required depth. So that one we need to fix in the equipment itself. So whatever we will dig the earth surfaces, and it will get level there itself. It's not like the dozers will move that one to the required location, and again if anything it's required to level the earth surfaces, again we will bring it back. So here we can reduce those stuffs, and by using the scrappers, whatever we are going to excavate, the same thing we can use that one at the required slopes. Okay, and however the scrappers are not capable of excavating stiff materials. So stiff material in the sense the hard materials. So in such cases it is not possible to dig that earth surfaces by using these scrappers. Okay, so this is how that scraper will looks like. Okay, so here it has a dual advantage. It can dig the earth surfaces, and even it can level it. So before that, we'll small video clip that how exactly the scrapers will works. So here you can see that how exactly the scraper will works out. Okay, everything nowadays everything it's included with automated system. So just by giving the certain inputs it will get works out. So everything it starts with the automates. Okay, so here by using these automates it can change the multiple parameters with a simple push of a button. So just we need to write the program that so and so depth we need to excavate, and so distance it should get travel. So depends upon that, nowadays this equipments will get works out. Okay, so it will be having a cushion hitch, and then other parts also they have given. So it is with apron height. So this height we need to adjust, so that depends upon this height, that thickness of that earth will get depends. And then elevator or ejector, so just it is used to lift the earth surfaces, and just by using this particular part, I mean this ball height, that earth will comes down. And so this is again it is going to a repeated cycle through, and everything it can starts with, it can dig, it can haul, and even it can unload and return the segments. Okay, and even it is ready to dig, and just one button, whatever we have fixed the program with the automatic systems. So by using that it can cut the edge height and even the apron height, and then cushion hitch lockdown and transmission of the second gear hold. So these all are the systems which are there in this particular equipments, and by using this it can easily works out with the specified given time. And even it can ready to unload, and even it is used in the ready to return also. So now you can see how exactly it can dig and it can level the earth surfaces. Okay, so it which is going to decide the depth of how much depth it is going to excavate, and then this material will get stored, and if anywhere if it is required, easily it can place that one to the low level surfaces. And anywhere if the same soil is required, so easily it can place that soil, and then it can level it. So instead of dumping to one area and again we will use that one to the required location. So here we can do those stuffs in this particular machine itself. So it can dig, it can store, and it can place, and again it can unload it. Okay, so these are the main applications of these scrapers, right? So it reduces the hand movement and fatigue, so that no much labors are required, and more consistent results, because everything which is comes with the automated system, so that which will be much useful with 100% of the quality assurance. okay, and then it is easier operation in its work, so that it is